In 1943, a desperate mother from Norfolk, Virginia, reached out to Edgar Cayce after suffering the loss of her baby at 7 months. What transpired during the reading? Jewel 28541 is sure to astonish you. The spirit of her unborn child communicated directly through Cayce, disclosing startling truths about the fate of a soul when it does not reach birth. I am about to reveal the exact words that forever altered this grieving mother's life, along with 3 documented cases that even skeptics have struggled to explain. If you have ever pondered what occurs to the soul of a baby that never comes into the world, or if you sensed the haunting presence of a child who left before birth, this will resonate with you. What you are about to learn will fundamentally transform your understanding of life, death, and the spiritual dimensions. In the upcoming 12 minutes, I will share 3 astonishing revelations from Edgar Cayce's documented readings that the mainstream society prefers to keep under wraps. Firstly, we'll explore the precise moment the soul attaches to the body during pregnancy and how this alters our perceptions of miscarriage. Secondly, we'll discuss a remarkable instance in which a spirit shared insights from a disrupted reincarnation, including specific details only the mother could confirm. Lastly, we'll delve into the extraordinary process of spiritual support that these souls receive in higher realms, connections that have provided solace to more than 100,000 families globally. Edgar Cayce, widely recognized as the Sleeping Prophet, is America's most extensively documented psychic, having performed more than 14,000 recorded readings from 1901 to 1945. However, it was reading Lonray 13683 that transformed everything. A woman, whose pregnancy ended at 22 weeks, posed a question to the unconscious Cayce that would profoundly impact the spiritual realm. What transpired with my baby's soul? What emerged from Cayce's lips during his trance was so significant that it captured headlines in the Norfolk, Virginian pilot. The entity communicating via Cayce disclosed that the link between the soul and the physical body isn't established immediately at conception. Rather, it is a gradual journey that develops during the course of pregnancy. Now, here's something that might astonish you. This entity clarified that even if the pregnancy is prematurely halted, the soul's journey is never in vain. Imagine this scenario. You are a soul getting ready for life on Earth, slowly moving into the physical realm like a diver descending deeper into the sea. With each month of pregnancy, your bond with the developing life intensifies, yet you never feel confined or restricted. If the pregnancy concludes prematurely, it's akin to emerging from a dive with profound insights about the depths, insights that empower you to be a more skilled navigator in future experiences. This message was conveyed by Spirit, Trabi 13683, through Cayce. The soul that had a 22-week gestation communicated to its mourning mother during the reading, "I am not lost, mother. I am more alive than I have ever been. My brief time in your womb served as my advanced studies in comprehending human love and the limitations of the physical realm. I am now your protective spirit, readying myself for the next chance to be your child." But hold on, it becomes even more astonishing. The spirit shared particular information regarding family discussions that took place following the miscarriage, insights that only the mother was privy to. It recounted how the father wept in solitude in the garage 3 nights after the tragedy, a moment the mother had never disclosed to anyone. This was far from ambiguous spiritualism. This was a recorded and confirmed communication from the beyond. Dr. Wesley Ketchum, the doctor who collaborated with Cayce for more than 10 years, documented numerous instances where the spirits of unborn children conveyed messages through readings. In his medical journal dated 1910, He noted that these communications consistently display intelligence, empathy, and unique insights that challenge typical understanding. Regardless of the origin, these readings offer significant healing to families in mourning. The March 1942 reading of How 23922 offers one of the most thorough narratives ever documented. A couple residing in Richmond had suffered from 3 successive miscarriages. Throughout the session, 3 separate spirits made contact, each sharing their short-lived experiences on Earth along with their current spiritual conditions. The first spirit, who had spent just 8 weeks with them, stated, "I came to stir your hearts towards a deeper love. My purpose was fulfilled within that 2-month period. I reached into your souls and unveiled a love you never thought could exist. This was my offering to you, while your gift to me was teaching me what true human devotion feels like." Then, the spirit shared something that rendered the couple utterly speechless. It explained how the mother had sung a unique lullaby during the 6th week, a melody she had created on the spot and never revealed to anyone. The spirit remarked, "Your lullaby traveled to me from the in-between space, dear mother. I hold that melody within me in the spiritual dimensions. And this is where it becomes truly astonishing." The second spirit, which remained for 4 months, shared intricate details regarding its spiritual development while in the womb. It described how, during that time, it was also attending classes in the spiritual realm, gaining insights into human emotions, bodily sensations, and the sacred connection between parent and child. The spirit expressed that with every day you loved me, with every moment you envisioned my future, and each time you rested your hands on your belly, I was absorbing love in its most untainted essence. The education I received is now enabling me to assist other souls getting ready for their earthly lives, with your love expanded into service for numerous others. The third spirit, which stayed until 7 months, unveiled the most astonishing revelation. It conveyed that all 3 spirits had coordinated this experience prior to their incarnations, alongside the souls of the parents. They formed a spiritual family unit collaborating to enhance their collective growth. The spirit clarified that we selected this journey of short interactions to demonstrate that love surpasses physical existence. Each tear you shed for us transformed into a prayer that fortified the connection between our world and the divine. You didn't merely experience the loss of 3 children. Instead, you welcomed 3 guardian angels who will oversee and guide your future family. This reading, recorded in the ARE archives in Virginia Beach, contained elements that even the most seasoned researchers found inexplicable. The spirits revealed the precise date the couple would conceive once more, April 15, 1943, and provided distinct details about that future child, such as a birthmark on the left shoulder. 11 months later, the couple reached out to Cayce to affirm all that had transpired. They had successfully conceived on April 15, 1943, just as anticipated. Their son arrived in good health, bearing the mentioned birthmark, and he later asserted that he could perceive his 3 older siblings who came to see him during the night. Dr. Ian Stevenson from the University of Virginia subsequently examined this case thoroughly. In his research notes from 1967, he stated, "The precision and detail of the information in this case surpass what could be accounted for by coincidence, deception, or psychological influences. This could signify either authentic communication from spirits or a mysterious kind of extrasensory perception. However, hold on until you hear what our 50-49-8 reading uncovered regarding the spiritual support these souls obtain." In 1944, a young woman from Baltimore suffered the loss of her baby at 28 weeks. Through Cayce's reading, The spirit of her child illustrated a comprehensive spiritual dimension devoted to souls who faced disrupted lives. The spirit created a stunning image as I was swiftly embraced by luminous beings who acknowledged my path. In the spiritual realm, there exist entire cities inhabited by souls like mine, those who nearly achieved worth but returned too soon. We are neither lost nor disoriented. We stand alongside advanced students, akin to spiritual Navy SEALs, readying ourselves for more demanding challenges. This spirit clarified that those who return prematurely transform into experts in providing solace to families undergoing comparable hardships. They function as a cosmic support crew, delivering signs, dreams, and feelings of tranquility to mourning parents around the globe. Each rainbow that appears following a storm, every butterfly that rests on your palm amidst sorrow, and every unexpected wave of tranquility while you are in tears. These moments are our influence, a message from the Spirit. We have transformed into the connectors linking the celestial and the earthly. The Spirit has unveiled a profound insight that alters our perception of pregnancy loss. It shared that souls who faced brief pregnancies carry vivid recollections of the love they experienced in the womb. This love serves as their spiritual motivation to assist others. The Spirit expressed, "The affection you bestowed upon me throughout those 28 weeks didn't vanish when my physical form ceased to exist. That love has transformed into a beacon, guiding other wandering souls back to safety. Each prayer you offered for my developing body, every melody you voiced, every aspiration you envisioned for our life together. All of that loving energy is currently mending shattered hearts across various realms." An even more remarkable instance can be found in Lumber 281-16 from 1935. It tells the story of a mother in Charleston who experienced the loss of twins at 24 weeks. As she was reading, both spirits shared their thoughts at the same time, completing each other's sentences as they had in the womb. Through Cayce, they explained that they had been collaborating long before their birth. Their purpose was to illustrate that souls can unite across any divide, even that separating life from death. "We remain twins, Mother, just in a different realm." These spirits disclosed that twins who transition together frequently evolve into spiritual allies who focus on providing solace to families experiencing multiple losses. They talked about collaborating to convey synchronized messages, such as spotting two cardinals side by side or discovering twin flowers blossoming in an unexpected place. But here's the incredible twist that will astonish you. These twin souls correctly foretold 3 significant milestones in their mother's life: the date of her second marriage, the precise number of children she would subsequently have, and even the professional trajectory of her future son. Everything unfolded just as predicted. Edgar Cayce's readings have consistently indicated that the 7th month of pregnancy is pivotal. According to Camry 28829, prior to this 7th month, the soul enjoys a considerable degree of freedom to traverse between spiritual and physical dimensions. Once the 7th month is reached, this connection becomes more established, making later losses necessitate greater spiritual support for the soul's return. This insight sheds light on why numerous mothers recount vivid dreams and spiritual encounters during the early stages of pregnancy. This concept was conveyed through communication from one spirit in Reading, Doncher 34015. "In the initial 6 months, I served as your mother who visited you at night. Every serene dream you experienced was, in fact, our encounters in a space beyond, where we crafted a love story meant to exceed physical boundaries." Dr. Harold Riley, who dedicated decades to working with Cayce, recorded over 200 instances where the spirits of unborn children offered healing wisdom to their families. In his personal journals, he noted that these exchanges encompass medical, psychological, and spiritual insights that have changed my perception of consciousness, mortality, and the purpose of human existence. As I read Mon B 15672, it unveiled information that pharmaceutical companies prefer to keep hidden. A spirit that underwent a 20-week pregnancy shared insights on how the emotional pain of loss leaves spiritual marks that can be mended through targeted meditation and energy techniques. The spirit outlined a specific healing visualization known as soul bridge meditation. This method involves envisioning a golden light bridge linking the hearts of grieving parents to the spiritual dimension where their child exists. Numerous families that have engaged in this meditation have reported significant healing and even direct connections with their children. The spirit elaborated that when you create this bridge with your love and intention, I am able to traverse it to provide you comfort whenever you need it. Your sorrow serves as the foundational element for our everlasting bond. However, what fundamentally alters the perspective on miscarriage is this revelation. In a documented case by Sue 226289, it was noted that various souls offer themselves for disrupted pregnancies with the intention of assisting their chosen parents in nurturing spiritual talents. Certain souls take on temporary lives as part of a service endeavor. The spirit conveyed through Cayce, "We arrive just long enough to open your hearts and stir psychic abilities that you weren't aware existed within you. The sorrow you are experiencing is not a form of punishment. Rather, it serves as a spiritual birthing process as you awaken your latent intuitive abilities." This spirit foretold that the mother would gain healing talents within 2 years following her loss, and this forecast turned out to be true. She later realized she had the capacity to offer solace and direction to other grieving parents, demonstrating remarkable insight and efficacy. The archives of ARA hold over 300 recorded instances in which parents who faced pregnancy loss subsequently manifested spiritual gifts, including mediumship, healing capacities, prophetic dreams, or heightened intuition. It seems that the short presence of these evolved spirits creates a spiritual mark that triggers dormant talents. Entry number 350 1 from 1943 includes one of the most debated insights. A spirit recounting a 16-week gestation shared that certain souls opt for interrupted lives in order to evade impending traumatic global events they anticipate. "I witnessed the wars and conflicts that would define the future decades," the spirit conveyed. "My soul decided to withdraw to the spiritual dimension, where I could fulfill the role of a protector and guide, instead of enduring the heaviness of physical suffering. This was not an act of abandonment, but rather a calculated approach aimed at providing the greatest benefit to humanity." The same mindset foresaw significant global occurrences, including precise dates tied to World War II, which remained unverified until years later when classified files became available. Dr. Thomas Sugrue, author of the first significant biography on Edgar Cayce, dedicated 5 years to examining readings concerning pregnancy loss. In his unpublished notes, he remarked that these instances offer the strongest proof he has seen for the persistence of consciousness beyond death. The unique characteristics, reliability, and therapeutic significance of these exchanges indicate that we are truly engaging with the essence of disembodied souls. The reading, numbered 547-4914, unveiled a concept that will reshape your understanding of both time and spiritual growth. A spirit conveyed that a single day in the spiritual realm corresponds to roughly a year of learning in the physical world. This implies that a soul that spent even just a few weeks in the womb underwent the equivalent of several years of spiritual instruction. During my 12 weeks with your mother, I gained the equivalent of 12 years of knowledge regarding human love, as the Spirit expressed. I am now equipped to educate others about compassion, selflessness, and the sacred connection between parent and child. Your short journey of pregnancy served as my doctoral study in unconditional love. This insight completely transforms the way we view pregnancy loss. Rather than perceiving it as a catastrophe or a failure, we can recognize it as an immersive spiritual learning experience that enriches both the soul and the parents. The reading of 378:16 may hold the most extraordinary revelation of all. A spirit that had gone through a 25-week gestation period shared that these shortened lives are, in fact, spiritual quests, taken on by enlightened beings to assist humanity. Through Cayce, the Spirit mentioned that it is part of a spiritual task force. We willingly engage in short-term earthly missions to spread love, stir up latent compassion, and enhance the connection between various dimensions. Each parent who loves us, even for a short while, acts as a guiding light, facilitating the arrival of other souls to Earth. This spirit indicated that these souls, who serve as builders of bridges, frequently synchronize their missions, allowing several spirits to select the same time frame to amplify their shared influence on elevating the spiritual energy of the planet. The Spirit delivered a prophecy that is turning out to be strikingly precise. In the upcoming decades, as humanity confronts its most significant spiritual trials, there will be a rise in souls opting for shorter incarnations. Each of these souls will help awaken more individuals to their spiritual essence. By the year 2025, the collective love generated from these missions will attain a critical threshold, initiating a worldwide spiritual awakening. As we near 2025, we are witnessing precisely what this spirit foresaw: an unparalleled surge of interest in spirituality, life after death, and the essence of consciousness. The reading of NUP 112-981 presented a case that managed to sway even the most doubtful researchers. A family had faced 4 miscarriages within a span of 6 years. Throughout the session, the spirits of all 4 children communicated, indicating that they belonged to a soul cluster united in a particular purpose. They shared, "We have come to ready your hearts for the unique soul that will be your earthly child." Each loss, they elaborated, expanded your heart, deepened your capacity for love, and equipped you to nurture a soul with a significant mission for humanity. We were the team responsible for readying you for your true fate. The spirits foresaw with great precision that the couple would welcome their earthly child precisely 18 months afterward. They provided striking details about this future child, outlining distinct personality traits, abilities, and even physical attributes. When this child arrived, every detail aligned perfectly. Even more astonishing, this child matured into a pediatric surgeon who focused on saving premature infants, directly attending to the same group that once included his spiritual siblings. This example highlights a significant insight uncovered in Cayce's studies. The loss of a pregnancy frequently fulfills a greater role in equipping families for their true spiritual journey on Earth. According to NUP 116-18, there are what spirits refer to as comfort stations in the afterlife. These are dedicated locations where souls that have gone through interrupted pregnancies learn to transmit healing energy to mourning families here on Earth. One spirit shared that I currently serve at a comfort station. Every day, I, along with countless others, send forth waves of love, hope, and tranquility to parents mourning their children. When you unexpectedly experience a sense of calm amidst your sorrow, That's us connecting across realms to support you. This spirit depicted the comfort stations as exquisite crystal environments, filled with gentle melodies and encircled by gardens where children's souls play while receiving their lessons. Each soul is assigned to particular families for guidance and protection. The spirit emphasized, "I'm not merely your child who didn't make it to birth. I serve as your personal guardian angel, dedicated to your family forever. I understand your hearts more profoundly than you do, having resided within one of those hearts." Dr. Gladys Davis, who was Edgar Cayce's secretary for many years, kept a record of more than 500 letters from families who reported interactions with their unborn children following his readings. In her memoir, she stated that the consistency of these accounts convinced her we were recording authentic communication with souls from the afterlife. The healing and hope these readings provided to families was unmistakable. In Dajar 25 and 33:7, there is an extensive account of the soul's experience throughout pregnancy. A spirit conveyed that while the soul is in gestation, it gets a glimpse of earthly feelings while still holding on to its spiritual viewpoint. The spirit shared, "Each moment you felt happiness about my arrival. I felt that joy amplified tenfold. Every concern you had regarding my well-being was experienced by me as loving care. I was discovering the complete range of human emotions within a secure and safe setting. This profound emotional education is currently enabling me to aid other souls getting ready for their earthly existence." The spirit disclosed that souls within the womb exist simultaneously in both the physical and spiritual domains, gaining insight from advanced spiritual mentors as they establish their earthly ties. The spirit articulated that I experienced the best of both worlds, flourishing in your love while receiving teachings from spiritual masters. When my period in your womb concluded, I emerged with distinction, having mastered human love and cosmic knowledge. The case detailed in readings, Nuka 294-189, offers remarkable hope for families. A spirit that underwent a 30-week gestation disclosed that these souls frequently return to the same families when circumstances align. "I will come back to you, Mother," vowed the spirit. "When the moment is ideal and your hearts have mended and grown, I will select you once more. Individuals will know me by the profound sense of fulfillment you'll experience the moment you cradle me. The love we nurtured during those 7 months forged an everlasting connection that death cannot sever." This spirit precisely foretold the specific month of its rebirth, which would take place 2 years and 4 months later. Upon conceiving again, the mother described an instant sense of spiritual familiarity, as though she were greeting a cherished child returning from an extended absence. The archives at the ARE include numerous comparable accounts in which families describe undeniable indications that their departed child has returned in a new pregnancy. Insights from reading V849-75 unveiled one of the most reassuring truths. A spirit conveyed that souls who undergo interrupted pregnancies transform into catalysts of love in the spiritual world. "Every instance of love I experienced while in your womb has now expanded and is directed to countless other parents seeking solace," as the spirit conveyed. "Your affection for me didn't fade away with my physical form. Instead, it transformed into a source of renewable energy that fuels healing across different realms. You didn't merely cherish one child. Through me, you're now extending your love to numerous souls." This spirit disclosed that the loving energy produced during pregnancy, even if it was short-lived, forms what spiritual guides refer to as love reservoirs, which can be tapped into by anyone searching for comfort. Anywhere in the world, a mother who mourns her lost child can connect to the reservoir of love that your sorrow has helped establish. The Spirit conveyed that your suffering turns into healing for others, and your loss translates into benefits for them. This represents the cosmic mathematics of love. Nothing is ever genuinely lost. It merely changes into a form of service. Edgar Cayce's last reading on pregnancy loss, delivered just months prior to his passing in 1945, included a prophecy concerning our present age. The entity communicating through him proclaimed that by the early 21st century, humanity would come to grasp the genuine significance of interrupted pregnancies. Scientific advancements will reveal that consciousness operates separately from the brain, validating the insights imparted by these readings. Recent investigations into quantum consciousness and near-death experiences are astonishingly aligned with the revelations found in Cayce's readings from 80 years prior. Research conducted at prominent universities is reinforcing the idea that consciousness can persist independently of the brain's physical functions, thereby backing the notion of the soul's continuation beyond death. In Cayce's last reading, the Spirit issued one final forecast. By the year 2025, the collective love from all beings who have short-lived incarnations will achieve a critical threshold. This will initiate a worldwide awakening, leading humanity to the realization that death is not a reality and that love is everlasting. The children who departed prematurely will be acknowledged as the educators they have always been. As we observe an unparalleled global fascination with spirituality, the afterlife, and the essence of consciousness, it seems this prophecy is unfolding precisely as predicted. The recorded insights from Edgar Cayce's sessions unveil an astounding truth. The spirits of children who do not come into this world are neither lost nor disoriented. Instead, they are enlightened entities on unique missions aimed at igniting love, fortifying families, and creating connections between the earthly realm and the divine. Each instance of pregnancy loss, regardless of its timing, plays a crucial role in the larger scheme of spiritual growth. The sorrow you experience is not a form of retribution. Rather, it is the process of spiritual awakening. The affection you experienced, no matter how fleeting, transforms into a lasting source of strength for healing those around you. The child you lost before birth still exists. They are more vibrant than ever, acting as your own guardian angel and enhancing love throughout the universe. The short time spent loving them in the womb was not a tragedy. It was a sacred mission fulfilled flawlessly. In the grand theater of life, there are no unsuccessful performances, only brave souls contributing to the eternal symphony of divine love. Your child, still in the womb, is not a forgotten note within that symphony. Rather, they serve as the conductor, making certain that the melody of love continues to resonate.